Broke women love calling men broke for shit that
I genuinely believe that men were put on this planet. I think we should normalize going into 2025.
Be careful with saying I don't need a man. You're basically putting death on yourself and your
broke women love calling men broke for shit that they can't even afford. If they're broke, then what are you? What are you, boo-boo? It's always the broke folks that love to call people broke, just so y'all know.
The blunt exchange reflected growing frustration over how financial expectations and the label broke continue to shape modern dating conversations.
I genuinely believe that men were put on this planet Earth to knock us silly with some logic and reason, because God knows that women do not have it. I'm sorry, we don't. We like to go shopping. We like to eat food. We like to watch Netflix and sit on the couch all day. Meanwhile, men are going to their jobs every single day, not complaining. They're always happy-go-lucky. Truly, God bless a man's soul, because I don't think us women ever fully grow up. And our husbands are now our daddy.
The provocative opinion reflected one woman's personal perspective on traditional gender roles, sparking debate over relationships, responsibility, and modern expectations.
So it has come to my attention that the fellas are now starting something where they're saying they're going to be financially celibate, meaning that they're not going to be spending any money on a woman until marriage. Okay? This is my thing. What woman in her right mind can you actually date and not spend no money on her until y'all get married? It's like y'all are saying, y'all are upset with women who are becoming celibate and saying, well, since y'all saying that y'all want to wait until marriage, we just ain't going to spend no money until marriage. A woman who got common sense and is not going to deal with no scrubby man, that's not going to work with. More and more, y'all come up with things to make y'allself more lonely. Y'all gonna push the male loneliness epidemic even further with that foolishness. The women are making more money now. We're more independent. We're becoming more financially stable than men. And this is not to bash men or put men down. But y'all saying y'all ain't finna spend money on women no more like that. A lot of y'all already ain't spending money on women now because you don't have it to spend.
The discussion reflected contrasting views on financial expectations in dating, highlighting how changing relationship roles continue to spark passionate debate.
I think we should normalize going into 2025 is not going out to eat or out to get coffee to catch up with friends or family. I'm not saying that we're not hanging out with friends or family, but rather invite me to your house. I'll invite you to my house. Let's catch up in our homes. It'll be cheaper. We'll be more comfortable. Why are we going outdoors to do this?
The practical suggestion reflected how rising costs are encouraging more people to rethink social spending and embrace simpler ways to stay connected.
I'm on my way downstairs to get my laundry, but I need to tell y'all what just happened to me because it was so unhinged. So I have an event that I need to leave for at 11:45, right? And as a normal person would, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave then, or I'm gonna shower at 10:30. You know, that'll give me plenty of time. It'll be great. It'll be fine, right? Cool. So I get in the shower, I turn it on, Showerhead explodes. Like, piece of Showerhead hits me in the head. The most aggressive stream of water you've ever experienced hits me in my left cornea. I'm just being assaulted. So I'm standing there like, what do I do? So I turn the water off. I'm standing there, freezing now because I'm wet. And I'm like, I felt like I was not naked and afraid. I was fighting for my life. So then I stand there in the shower for the next 25 minutes trying to get the shower head to go back together. I can't get it. It's just not working. I can't figure out what the problem is.
The chaotic morning turned into an unexpectedly hilarious battle as a simple shower malfunction derailed carefully planned routines.
I'm financially celibate until marriage. It's my wallet. It's my choice. And society, the world, will tell a man that he has to fund the lifestyle of a woman who hasn't committed to him or even committed to building anything with them. You're paying white prices for a girlfriend, privileges, and that ain't the move. A man who protects his money, he's not broke, he's not cheap, he's disciplined. Because it's smart to be saving for the woman that actually wants to build your empire with you. So let me just say this. If she's only interested in you when you're spending, she don't want you, bro. She wants your money. She wants a sponsor. So like I said, my wallet, my choice.
The growing trend reflected how some men are rethinking financial boundaries in dating, fueling debate over commitment, expectations, and long-term relationships.
Some women may not like this video, but I don't care. I'm just here to say my 2 cents and go. Every day, some of these women get up and they chant, broke my vibes, me allergic to man without money, I can't take up a man without money, me can't date a broke man, this, that, and the third about broke men. And meanwhile, when I chant about broke man and I bash the broke man them, when I have a broke man I lay down in a bed. Plenty of you women who come on here and bash broke men do not know how to distinguish between a completely broke and unambitious man and a trying man who is trying to give you everything to make you comfortable in the relationship. Y'all come on the internet and let people brainwash you about not wanting broke men, but you all forget that these people who are telling you they will never date a broke man, they already have the wealth. So by all means, these women can say, oh, I don't want any broke men and I don't want any trying man. So when a trying man approach you, you say you don't want him because him don't have certain amount of money for give you. You all fail to realize that wealth is not accumulated overnight. So if you want a man with money, the man would have fair work from 19 or long to generate that wealth. And enough of the time, that's why some of the women get dogged out by some of these men who have money. Because the man them realize there's only one thing on a woman offer, and it's the money. And another thing, some of these men with money, they're undercover and uno don't even know.
The candid perspective challenged common dating narratives, arguing that ambition and character matter just as much as financial success in relationships.
Okay, y'all, so tell me if I'm tripping. So this guy messaged me saying that he wants me to come to Turks and Caicos with him. I said, okay, cool, let's do it. So I proceed to ask for money for my beauty maintenance, like a new wig, lashes, nails, toes, normal girl stuff, because every girl knows that the beauty maintenance to go on a trip costs way more than the actual trip. That's $1,000 right there. And that's not including the new clothes. So I was like, I'm gonna need that. And he was like, why I gotta give you all of that? I'm already paying for the whole trip, this and that. Block, because why would you ask me to come on the trip if you're not ready to cover my maintenance? I didn't ask to go to Turks and Caicos. So let me know if I'm wrong, because I need to know what my girl is thinking, because I know I'm not tripping. If you want me to randomly go on this trip in a few days, I'm gonna need all of that. Why would I come out my pocket for a trip that I didn't have planned and I didn't even know about until today? Now you want me to go drop a ban on some maintenance? Come on now, let me know if I'm tripping. Am I tripping?
Girls like this shit gotta throw them back. She really lost. She really don't get it. And it's not even her fault. She just literally don't get it. She don't understand how crazy she sounds. She don't understand how inconsiderate she sounds and how ridiculous she sounds. To her, this shit is normal. These are the girls that y'all niggas need to run away from. This is the girl, if you invest your time and your energy and your money into a female like this, what do you think you're gonna get in return? If she's this lost. What do you want to tell? He should be happy you blocked him. He should be happy you blocked him. Good for him. You are so and I'm not trying to run. The lace, it's just shorty. You should be able to take care of yourself. If he gonna take you on a trip, you should be able to get yourself ready for the trip. And if you can't, you could just be like, no, look, I'm not really ready to go on a trip right now. I appreciate it, but maybe next time. Say something like that. But to expect him to send you $1,000 and then pay for the whole trip, who do you think y'all just racing?
The dating debate highlighted conflicting expectations over generosity, financial responsibility, and what each partner should contribute before commitment.
Of course, she can't think when she's around you because you enjoy it when she doesn't think in the bedroom, right? Right. Okay, men are not trash. Women are delusional.
Men are not trash. Yes. Should we celebrate a woman for being able to pay her bills?
No, you're a fucking adult. Pay
and Hans want to be said,
oh my God,
I'm a boss bitch. I pay my bills.
You're supposed to, if you as a guy come across a woman who's sexually celibate, you need to be financially celibate too. No man will marry you with a high body count. He does not want to bring you around his people and all the gents are like, I smashed.
The heated discussion reflected clashing views on dating standards, personal responsibility, and how financial and relationship expectations shape modern conversations.
He can't afford the first date.
97, 90. So the food's not that much, and the drinks, and you got plus service charge. So this is how much it comes up.
Do you mind? Yeah, I'm not sure about
buying too much.
Yeah, it's quite expensive.
Shit, but you sold the menu, innit?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to afford it. Is there a possibility that, I mean, she can go and I'll wash the dishes at the back?
I have to ask my manager for it. I'm not sure about it.
Because I can pay for some of it on my card, but I don't know if I can pay for the rest.
Maybe you can do it cleaning after.
Yeah, I don't.
Or what?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Dishes.
Yeah, wash the dishes. I think that makes sense because, yeah, I don't think I can afford this.
Okay, let me just speak with my manager quickly.
Okay, cool.
And let me know maybe we can do that.
Yeah, let me know what he says. Alright then, cool.
You knew exactly how much money you had when you asked her on that date. You knew exactly how much money you had when y'all sat down to that table. So that is just wild to me that you think that I'm about to go back there and wash dishes? Or you think that I'm about to go clean up something? Did I come here for a date or a job? That makes no sense to me. That's wild. You could have just been upfront and honest. There's no reason that we are grown as fuck and you don't know that you can't afford this date. That's wild. That is crazy. Very immature, very immature. Very not grown. Very not a grown man that you should be dating. Yeah, that's wild. Would have got up immediately. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? See, this is why y'all need to stay off them damn dating apps. Because that's where they at. That is crazy. I'm supposed to wash dishes. You knew. Why not be honest? Why not just say that before I got here and wasted my damn time? Now I'm going to have to pay for my own food. When you knew.
The awkward date scenarios sparked debate over honesty and financial readiness, as expectations around planning, payment, and responsibility collided.
Be careful with saying, I don't need a man. You're basically putting death on yourself and your household. You're saying that there will never be a man worth needing in my house. Start asking God, start praying, God, bless me with the man that I do need. That's needed. I need his warrior spirit. I need his intelligence. I need his wisdom. I need that guiding me. I need that. I don't want to curse my household before it was ever created. I don't want to curse myself before I ever received it. Be careful with saying I don't need a man.
Family, I believe God has been dealing with me in this very area. Being more mindful about what I'm thinking, what I'm saying, and what I'm entertaining. Because whether I realize it or not, I've attracted some of those circumstances into my life. If you entertain your fears more than your dreams, you'll attract more of what you don't want versus what you do. You may be cursing yourself in the very area you've been asking God to move in. Like this wise woman says, instead of saying, I don't need a man, because that's what culture is saying, trying to keep you single. Because for real, who doesn't want a good man in their lives? Start praying for the man that you do need.
The spiritual perspective encouraged a shift from independence alone towards seeking meaningful partnership, sparking conversations about love, faith, and relationship needs.